Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to start one of many weekly updates as of today. So this one is going to be week 2 of 16 of my transformation. If you follow me over on my Instagram, you know I am planning a 16-week transformation, trying to get as lean as possible just for myself. So I'm just going to keep these simple and raw and document everything week by week. First things first, I'm going to cut to these progress pictures over here. You can see week 1 versus week 2. So funny enough, my weight stayed the exact same this week. Last week there was a 5-pound drop from 217 down to 212. And this week it stayed the same exact. Not all throughout, there were some fluctuations, but compared to last week when I checked in and checked in today, same exact weight. But you can see a significant difference. Again, this is just to show you why photos matter more than numbers on the scale. And that's where you kind of get into this concept of same weight, but different look. You see the scale didn't move at all, but my body definitely did, obviously. But this is why you don't rely only on weights, mirrors, photos, the way clothes fit. That is what shows the real progress. Other than that, consistency in training, cardio, and macros will add up more, even when numbers stay the same. This is unfortunately a time when people rush to make changes prematurely when they do not need to, and then only stress themselves out, burn themselves out further, and end up not sticking to their plan. So if you're only watching the scale, you're missing basically half the story. Nonetheless, going back into my own updates, I'm also going to cover training, nutrition, things like that, so we don't have to explain them on my Instagram posts anymore. Rather do it here in long form and be raw and honest about it again. So this week, training was mostly about maintaining consistency, as it will be throughout most of this prep, essentially. We're not really chasing PRs. I don't expect strength to really go up that much. Maybe here and there it might just a little. But I'm doing a push-pull leg split currently 4 days a week. So basically how it will work is to go push-pull legs, and then the day 4 will be whatever repeats that week. So if I start with push will again repeat on day 4. If, say, it started with legs, because obviously doing this pattern, it will change up the flow of things. So pull might happen twice a week, legs might happen twice a week. It all depends how it flows with that plan. Other than that, I'm also doing 30 minutes of fasted cardio in the mornings, 5 days a week. 2 days I won't do it, such as leg days, I will not do cardio. Other than that, I'm also walking about 12,000 steps a day. That's pretty manageable right now. I don't have a problem hitting the steps. Usually just a simple walk plus pacing around the place brings me to that goal quite easy. We'll see if we need to increase those in future weeks. I want to see if I can keep nutrition the same, and instead of continuously cutting down calories, see if increasing energy output will just negate that. And as far as nutrition goes, right now I'm doing 2,600 calories a day. I've had a bad habit of kind of going too low too quickly in the past and just burning out faster, getting too many cravings, and being more likely to fall off. So right now, after a bit of a rebound point I had previously, summer, I want to see if I could start with higher calories, keep at that for a while, and then very slowly decrease them if absolutely necessary. As far as macros go, 230 grams of protein a day. For most, that might be too many. Otherwise, at least for myself, it works. I've seen the difference from 200, even less. It works. It helps keep me full. It helps keep the muscle fuller, especially. Other than that, I'm doing 260 grams of carbs every day and 75 grams of fat. I'm not changing my macros on rest days right now. I'm keeping it all consistent, all the same. It's been working, so I'm not complaining. Maybe as time goes on, I will adapt the rest day calories to be lower, same with the carb amounts. Fats, I'm just going to keep protein, again, high throughout the phase. I might even increase it at some point, but otherwise the main thing you should really only adjust is your carb and fat intake as you progress. I'm planning to do separate videos, hopefully, for cool recipes I've been doing lately. I haven't been following a very structured plan. I do what works. I try to keep it simple most of the time, but sometimes like to play around with cool different things to hit my targets. So we'll do either separate videos for recipes, full day of eatings, and we'll see where that goes. But other than that, just some final closing reflections. So I want to do sort of like a biggest win and biggest challenge every week. Kind of just to go back later on, see any focal points, things I used to struggle with, and how I can improve on them. So biggest win this week, really, honestly, it's a bit early, but right now it's just been being able to do all of this without feeling like I'm on a cut. Like, I don't feel like I'm in a serious cut right now. It just feels like an average day in the life. It doesn't feel like I'm pushing myself too hard. And that's exactly what we want, because that's what's going to help maintain that consistency, keep this sustainable, and not cause burnout, say, by week 8, and then I give up altogether. But anyway, also biggest challenge right now, always the biggest challenge is doing everything with long working hours. I have 2 jobs right now, and that can be difficult at times. You never know when you're going to need to get up and go. That can affect your meal timing, when you need to exercise, if you can do even, say, fasted cardio. But biggest challenge has always been juggling long work hours while trying to do all of this. Right now, it's been working fine. I'm still managing, but in the past, that has been a problem, and it almost was again, but thankfully I'm prioritizing this alongside all my work. I don't want one to sacrifice over the other. So yeah, everything's good right now. Nothing's about being perfect. I'm not a perfect person. I get tired. I get frustrated. Sometimes I feel like giving up, truthfully. But again, it's not about being perfect. It's about stacking consistency week after week. Right now it's working well, and I plan to keep it that way. So that's been week 2 of 16. Next week, I will maybe show you some more videos on my training, again, the meals maybe, or just better progress updates. If you want to follow my full journey, please subscribe to my channel. I will leave a link also to my Instagram at Persian Destiny. That is where you can see my photo updates, stories, any announcements as far as YouTube. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.